How rich people think about risk. Hi, I'm your reality coach and financial expert. Today let's talk about something most people misunderstand: risk. You see, rich people don't avoid risk, they manage it. That difference between avoiding and managing is what separates those who stay stuck from those who build real wealth. Because often the gap between fear and freedom isn't money, it's how you handle uncertainty. So let's look at how wealthy people think about risk and how you can borrow their mindset, even if you're just starting out. 1. Risk is data, not danger. Most people hear risk and think loss, failure, danger. It triggers fear. But for the wealthy, risk isn't a threat, it's information. It helps them measure what's possible. They don't ask, what if I fail? They ask, what can I learn if I try? That shift changes everything. When you treat risk as a teacher, you start testing ideas, learning fast, and improving before going big. Amazon started with books. Tesla began with a few luxury cars before expanding. So remember, risk isn't the enemy, ignorance is. Start small, learn fast, and let information guide your next move. 2. Set boundaries before you act wealthy. People plan their risks before taking them. They don't jump in and hope. They set clear limits first. They might say, I'll invest 10% of my income in new ideas. I'll test this project with $1,000 before scaling. I'll review this partnership after 3 months. These boundaries protect them from emotional decisions because emotions are where most people lose money. When you set limits, you stay calm. You know what you can afford to lose, and that gives you confidence to take smart chances. Think of it like driving with a seatbelt. You're still moving forward, just safely. 3. Spread your bets. Rich people never rely on one income stream. They diversify not just in investments, but in skills, ideas, and relationships. A wealthy person might have a main business, some real estate or stock investments, a side project, and savings for future opportunities. So when one area slows down, they don't panic, they pivot. Meanwhile, most people rely on one job. When that ends, everything stops. Start small, build other baskets. Learn a new skill. Start a side hustle. Save for something long-term. That's how you move from surviving risk to using it for growth. 4. Learn from every loss. Even rich people lose money. The difference is they learn from it. When things go wrong, they don't panic or blame luck. They ask, what did this teach me? What signs did I miss? How can I do better next time? They treat failure like tuition, costly but valuable. Because if you lose $10,000 today but learn something that saves you $100,000 tomorrow, that's not a loss, it's growth. So don't bury your mistakes, study them. Turn every loss into a lesson. 5. Play the long game. Finally, the wealthy think long-term. They don't focus on days or months, they think in decades. When markets crash, they don't panic, they prepare. When projects fail, they rebuild. They know wealth isn't built on luck, it's built on time, patience, and consistency. So stop chasing quick wins. Invest in learning. Build habits that last. Make choices your future self will thank you for. Every big success is just a series of small, steady steps taken over time. Closing message. You don't need to be rich to think rich. You just need to see risk differently. Start small, set limits, diversify your opportunities, learn from every failure, and stay focused on the long game. That's how you grow, not just financially, but mentally. If this message shifted your mindset, subscribe for more practical lessons on money, mindset, and growth.